time I had to push back the start of this due to a tragedy in the sports world. I was kind of reminiscing slash trying to figure out what happened because it is bizarre to say the least. Kobe Bryant has passed away today. So we will run the first half of this Hollywood Casino 400 today, or at least to the roughly 6:45 mark, and then we will run the rest of the race tomorrow on another live stream at some point whenever I get off of work. So that will be the plan to go ahead and do here. Heck, maybe we run it tonight when I have time, I don't know, but nevertheless, we're gonna get things kicked off here. So actually gotta qualify yet. Usually I don't show qualifying on the channel, but I will right now. And because I just out of the blue kind of forgot that I had to qualify still. We're going to get up onto the racetrack again. This is the last race in which I am going to qualify, or sorry, the last race in which I am going to use the steering wheel on this season here on NASCAR Heat 4. And flag in the air. My lap is underway. We'll see what we can do. Ran the middle line there through turns 1 and 2. I'll definitely be running the top line during the course of the race. Had a rough finish in the Talladega race. We're going to try to see if we can bounce back and win this one. And qualify 15th. Brad Keselowski will be on the pole. The final race of the round of 12 is going to be right now before we go to Martinsville for the next one. Me being the big sports fan I am, we'll have a moment of silence on lap number 8 and lap number 24 in this race. Green flag in the air. We are underway here in this one at the Kansas Speedway. Opening lap of the race here. We got Matt DiBenedetto trying to take it 3 wide to the outside of the racetrack. Again, we won the race at Dover to lock ourselves into the round of 8 anyway. We're just going for playoff points in this one. And that would be that. Quickly down to the bottom now as we take it 3 wide through the tri-oval. Brad Keselowski is going to lead the opening lap of the race. Now looking to the inside of Chase Elliott here for 10. Oh man, had Eric Jones to the outside. Didn't even see him there for a second. Almost came up into him. Thought we were all clear. I'm still struggling here side by side with Eric Jones. Can we clear him off of turn 4? No, we will not. Because he ran the top, he's going to have the straightaway speed now through the tri-oval. And now Chase Elliott really getting in the way. Man, oh man, Kevin Harvick now quickly into the race lead. Boy, oh boy, that race at Talladega last night was really something else. Bold move now to clear Eric Jones in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Kind of like a slide job. And quickly down to the bottom now as we get to the inside of Chase Elliott here. A great battle for the 10th position. You got room, you're clear back. to the bottom there those last couple laps to clear Eric Jones and Chase Elliott. Now that we got around him, we move back to the top side of the racetrack.
Excellent lap there. Good job.
Down in the middle here is Alex Bowman. Was on the outside. We tried to get under him. Not quite. At least not yet. Look at Bowman shooting the gap there down to the inside to get around Daniel Suarez for ninth. We go all the way down to the apron now through the tri-oval. We're going to try to get around Daniel Suarez as well. And we will clear him, and now Suarez gives us a little bit of a bump there through turns 1 and 2. We're barely going to hold on to it.
Hold your line, got one outside. Looking inside now. All right, clear low.
Eric Jones really closed the gap on us that time. Harvick pulling away from the rest of the field right now. Big move down to the inside of Alex Bowman. Trying to pass him and clear him that time. Couldn't quite get it done. We get a little bit of a push from behind as well. And there Jones once again.
Stay low. Careful.
There's a moment of silence.
Hold your line. Top 3, use it if you need it. Careful, still there. Clear high, bud. Got a car coming inside now. Careful, still there.
So, back on the top side of the racetrack here once again. Eric Jones is really keeping his speed in this one. We continue to run the top. Trying to stay clear of the 20 car currently as we are in the 7th spot, right behind Denny Hamlin. By right behind, I mean a little over half second behind, but nevertheless, he will be the next driver we will try to catch. Alex Bowman working his way through the field. One with a lot of other guys in this race.
Still there.
And at the inside of Denny Hamlin.
Stay on the bottom. Still there. You got room. You're clear.
Slide up right in front of Denny. Quickly to the outside, Brad Keselowski. Nice pull pass around the outside of it.
Clear all around there.
We mentioned Kyle Larson was in a must-win scenario here in this race at Kansas. Currently he's in 4th. If he doesn't win, he's going to need a a ton of help, so he might as well just have to win this one. To the inside of Kyle Larson for fourth now. We're actually getting closer to the 18 of Kyle Busch for third as well. And here we go in the middle of turns 3 and 4. And off of 4, we clear both Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson. Both the Kyles. What a great pass that time on the racetrack. See the lap cars way out ahead there as we're currently in the third spot. Kurt Busch not giving us a lot of room. Now he drops down to the middle. He's going to give us the very top side of the racetrack to get around him. And Kurt Busch kind of going to let us go without a fight here. He knows we're faster than him at this point in the opening run of the race. Harvick running a little bit higher than what I am. He is like right on the wall. For being this early in the run, you usually don't see Kevin Harvick doing that. He's usually hooked to the bottom pretty well and only moves to the top later in the race or when he absolutely has to. Run a different line here to try and keep out from the dirty air right behind him as we ran through the middle that time and actually gained quite a bit of time on Harvick. Harvick just not handling as well on the top side of the track. Now we both choose the top through 3 and 4. We're going to cut it down off the exit of turn 4. And we're going to clear Harvick before we get back to the start-finish line. Lap number 18 as Matt DiBenedetto will take his first lead of the race today. It'll be interesting to see how we get through this lap traffic now at this point in the race. Most races this year were pretty good on the longer run. It might just be the most dominant car in the field here to beat in this race. Just ran full throttle for 3 and 4 that time. This felt a little easy. Not a lot of room for error. Man, oh man. Rim riding it up against the top of the racetrack. It is fun though. It feels a lot more entertaining to race when you're up there on the track like that. Especially when you're trying to deal with traffic at the same time, too.
All clear.
Go all the way down to the apron now. Through the tri-oval once again. Man, Corey LaJoy, we were coming off on him pretty strong there. Kind of gotten into the back of him just a little bit. Even after we got out of the gas, didn't think I was going to get out of the way in time, and I didn't. Luckily, we don't have too much damage because of it. We should be pretty fine for the most part. Stay Reagan moving off the top there in the middle of the corner to let us on by. Not traffic being very patient right now. Most of the traffic is in general. We take another moment of silence here on lap 24 for the remembrance of Kobe.
Stay low. You're all clear up top. You're all clear up top. All right, you're clear there.
So I have a friend of mine that played basketball all the way through high school,
Careful, still there.
all the way through his life. Still partakes in action on the side. His favorite player growing up was Kobe. He was a big Lakers fan. Wears jerseys to school from time to time. As far as I can remember. Talked to him right when the news broke earlier. And everybody's thoughts and prayers are with the rest of his family. We run right now. We're on lap 27.
All right, you're clear.
Again, the early going of the race. Really don't know what to expect here. I mean, and now we have our first caution of the day. On lap 27, our first yellow, as we lead. And yes, indeed, a Ford tire pit stop will be coming. We win the race off the pit road as well. So here we go. Blowing our first caution of the race. Green flag back in the air here in Kansas. Once again, just not sure what to expect here over the course of the day as we go green on lap number 31. Great job there controlling the restart. Not allowing Keselowski to sneak on by. Brad had a great restart right behind us. As soon as we went, he did as well. Ran the top side through 3 and 4 there. Having the clean air on in front now as we get back up to speed, that is huge, but I'm not sure we're going to keep it very long. We're not going to try to battle real hard for the race lead. Especially with knowing that first 10 to 15 laps of the run, we're not as fast as the rest of the field, but we have led the first 2 laps following the green flag run so far. And on the top of the racetrack to be exact as well.
Got a car coming inside now.
Everything's pretty much shaping up to be alright right now. And a big run to the bottom of the track now, 3 wide, stuck in the middle, very, very tight. And somehow nobody made contact at all there. Harvick kind of seemingly helping us to get past his teammate Clint Boyer.
Inside. All right, you're clear there.
A big run here down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Kyle Busch now seemingly trying to help us.
Still there. Hold your line. Got one inside.
It's for a short time.
Got one peeking outside.
A bit of a manufacturer alliance here is Wow, Harvick and Busch both splitting us there, 3 wide to the top and bottom. We tried to side draft off the 20 of Eric Jones. Right up against the wall, almost got into Larson. Didn't realize he was there.
Still there. Car outside. Hold the line. Clear high, bud. Stay high, stay high.
Oh, and Harvick now gets loose in the middle of the corner. Kind of went up high to miss him. And ended up in the wall there just a little bit. That could have been our second caution of the day, but it was not. We stayed green. Big bold move now down to the inside, trying to slide in front of the 2 of Keselowski. Not going to work. And Harvick down to the bottom again. He's going to get right back around us.
Got one outside now.
Harvick not really losing any momentum right now. All the way down to the apron again here through the tri-oval as we try to desperately get around Keselowski in this part of the run. We are still side by side into turns 1 and 2. And a little tight on the track once again.
Still there.
Big run off of 4, and now a nice side draft there off the 2 of Keselowski. We really tried to sling our way past him. 4 position.
You got room. You're clear.
Now down the back straightaway and into turn 3 to the inside for 5th on Eric Jones.
Still there.
Nice pass there on Jones. We go back through the tri-oval again.
Car outside. Hold the line. All right. Clear outside.
We run the middle through 1 and 2. Kevin Harvick looks like he's got a fast car. Again, he led laps early in the race.
Hold your line there.
What a move. Now kind of sandwiched there. 3 wide. Slight contact with Harvick again. There was a tight 3 wide off the exit of the corner. Now just trying to thread the needle again here in the corner. Harvick up to 2nd as he has just passed Kyle Busch for position.
Careful. Still there.
Now we go to the inside of Busch for 3rd. Seemingly trying to follow Harvick to get right back on up through the field once again. Go down to the apron, down through the tri-oval. Back up onto the racing surface.
Careful. Still there.
As we are 3 wide for 3rd here in the middle of turns 1 and 2. A big dive bomb move. Very tight 3 wide action. As Kyle Larson is going to get on by up the top side of the track. And we are still trying to get around Kyle Busch, but now it's a battle for 4th.
Careful. Still there.
And we will clear Busch for 4th off of turn number 4. And try to work on Larson for 3rd. Oh, but guarantee he's going to use the top side of the track again as we have a nice little slide job move there through 1 and 2 to get around Larson. And that will now move us up into the 3rd spot. Kurt Busch currently the race leader. Harvick has caught him though, and I'm sure he will try to get around him on this lap. Especially knowing that I'm coming up from behind, but I plan on short pitting here, not this lap, but the next lap. So now we get to the inside of Kevin Harvick.
Still there.
For 2nd, we're going to get around to the line. Matt DiBenedetto will lead the lap, and for the second time here this afternoon, Matt DiBenedetto is in the lead here at Kansas. About to bring it on the pit road here for 4-tire pit stop.
Car on the outside now. Slow down.
Just getting it down to pit road speed this time for a 4-tire pit stop as we try to short pit. We're just going a lap down on the racetrack here, trying to short pit under green.
Okay, get back in there. Let's
We
go.
will see if it'll work. We're going to have 4 fresh tires on this bad boy now.
Outside.
Now up onto the racing surface. So all the way up to 17th on the racetrack currently that are on the lead lap have just passed us, but we are going to zoom by everybody
Still there.
with these 4 fresh Goodyear tires. A little bit different pit strategy here. Again, we are already in the round of 8, so we can afford this. Got nothing to lose here in this race today. Cutoff time here for this live stream will be 6:50. So at 6:50, we'll cut this out. Right along the top side of the track, once again, currently in 19th. We're the first driver, 1 lap down on the racetrack, trying to short pit here against the field. A little bit different pit strategy, as of course we are already in the next round of the playoffs. We are in the round of 8. We've got nothing to lose. We will be, as far as I know, at least running through the ISM race. Hopefully we can win before we get to that race to kind of take the pressure off until we get to Miami here for the championship. In the course of this long season, it has definitely been eventful, to say the least. A lot of wins, 3 of them so far in the playoffs through the first 5 races. The record for the most wins in the playoffs is 5, set by Tony Stewart back in his championship campaign in 2011. He won on a tiebreaker to Carl Edwards.
Still there. You're clear on there.
Going to try to get around these guys going right up the middle here, taking it 3 wide. Big, bold move by Matt DiBenedetto, just quickly trying to catch back up to Kevin Harvick and at least get my lap back before a caution could possibly come out.
Still there? All right, you're clear there.
goes quick. Slight contact there, Jamie McMurray.
Hold your line.
Oh, more contact now. 4 wide in the middle of turns 1 and 2. He's trying to split through the lap traffic again, tight on the racetrack. My goodness. We're going to get around everybody, thankfully. We're so close to Kevin Harvick now. Again, though, how big of a lead will we have if we do end up cycling all the way back through the pits?
You got room. You're clear there.
So now Kurt Busch right in front of us, who is currently in second and holding his own pretty well here for Chip Ganassi Racing. Finished second at Talladega. Almost locked himself into the next round, and as of right now, a second place finish will be good enough. In fact, he could finish anywhere in the top 10. He will advance to the round of 8 for sure. And now Kevin Harvick is the next driver just ahead of us. He is currently the race leader. And now he's going to get around a couple more lap cars before we can get to him. He's creating more havoc, more traffic for us to pass.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear there. Got a car high now.
Harvick in the 4 now, just in front of us. We've got the 4 fresh Goodyear tires. We're going to try to sneak to the inside of him. He'll let us go. We're a lot faster. We're still early in the race, over 200 laps left.
Got one down low now. Clear all around.
Matt Benedetto. Last driver on the lead lap right now in 19th. Joey Logano will be the next driver to pass for position on the racetrack. He is in 18th and might need a better day if he's going to want to advance into the round of 8. The 2018 champ.
Stay at the bottom here. Top 3 if you need it.
Right along now on the onboard camera, the in-car cam for the first time this afternoon. So we're riding it up against the top side of the racetrack here. Huge closing rate that time on Joey Logano. Quickly going to get around him though. My man Ryan Blaney, currently in 23rd, a lap down, not even the first driver lap down. He's going to have to pick the pace up as well here, even though we're in the area going. But he might not make it to the next round.
Careful, still there. Clear high, clear high. Got room, you're clear there.
I drove it in a little too deep there through turns 1 and 2. I had to roll out of the throttle a little bit longer and a little bit quicker to make that corner happen.
Still there. You got room, you're clear.
side draft off of Ryan Newman there. Quickly passing for position. Kiss off the wall as well there accidentally. Kevin Harvick really logging in a lot of laps led here. He has led the most so far in this race. It's been a close margin over me, even though I'm in the 16th position right now. Of course, still a long ways to go. 200 laps left in this race currently as we run. So of course there is still plenty of time here, and now a slow car on the racetrack. It's Chris Buescher in the 37. Buescher was eliminated in the opening round of the playoffs. And more troubles here in these playoff races for him. Pretty close to the halfway mark in this one by the time we end the first half of this stream, of course. Gaining on the race leader, Kevin Harvick, quite a bit here. The second run of the race. Again, we've only had one caution so far, as we currently are on lap number 73. Harvick's on lap 73, so lap 73 of the race. Now back into the top 10 as we will just pass Denny Hamlin for 10th. Now Martin Truex Jr. for 9th.
Hold your line, driver.
Bowman for 8th. Larson for 7th. That quickly, we're up to the 7th position. This is 4 drivers in the span of a 1-lap stretch there. Well, that was pretty good of itself. A lot of heavy lap traffic coming up here in the next couple laps. And it will be for the next couple laps. Seemingly, as we're not going to get through this traffic very quickly. Not just lap traffic either. Some of these drivers are on the lead lap that we are going to pass for position as well, like Eric Jones right there, and now we're up to 6th. Brad Keselowski in the middle of it as well. And once we get it past Bad Brad here, we'll be up to 5th. Slight contact with Jimmy Johnson. We're good though. Kyle Busch less than 2 seconds ahead of us. He is currently in 4th. Look at the way we are really burning our tires, but we are weaving in and out of lap traffic pretty easily, or at least making it look easy. Listen, how big of a lead Harvick still got on us. He's about a third of the racetrack ahead still. Even though we're into the top 5 now and gaining a lot of ground here. We might have green flag pit stops coming up here pretty shortly. Kyle Busch kind of held behind a lap car now, and we have caught right up to the back bumper of him and out of the inside, and we're going to get around him pretty easily. Clint Boyer in 3rd, a non-playoff driver now. He's only half second ahead of us in 3rd. And we're going to pass him pretty easily as well with the big closing brake. We're now currently up to 3rd. 9 seconds off the race leader, Kevin Harvick, and about 5 seconds off the 2nd place driver, Kurt Busch. See that right front tire getting very worn out right now. This point in the run, so Kansas doesn't, it's not a track known for tire wear, but we have been burning through our tires so much here that can't even go a full fuel run here because we have to change tires beforehand. That's really telling. See Kurt Busch out there, only 1 lap car that is currently in between us, and I'm sure that number will grow. Closes in, it looks like on the back bumper of Corey LaJoy. Actually, it might be Ryan Newman. It's an orange car.
Stay low, stay low. Alright, you're clear.
The last time we were going to run this Toyota paint scheme. This TRD paint scheme. For this season with Matt DiBenedetto. So it was Ryan Newman that Kurt Busch passed a lap or 2 ago. And we are now under 5 seconds back now of Kevin Harvick. We are going to catch Kurt Busch here and pass him next lap pretty easily. And the lap car just in front of him of Michael McDowell will help us kind of close the gap here. 3 wide into turn 1 as we go all the way to the top side of the track. Bush is still there, and now we will clear Bush for second off of turn 2. Once again, under 4 seconds back now of Harvick, and only 2 lap cars in between us. Harvick going to come down onto pit road. We're going to stay out at least for a couple more laps, so we have just taken the race lead here at Kansas. With 183 laps to go, it's Matt DiBenedetto's 3rd lead of the race. Second now. Short pitting's gonna work at least for now. Now we haven't caught Harvick yet, of course. We were in second. We'll have to see when we all cycle through out of pit road here where we just might be at on the racetrack. We've got at least another 2-3 laps before we come on to pit road anyway. We got drivers ducking and diving onto pit road.
You're gonna blow tires there.
Will we pit this lap or will we stay out one more lap?
Alright, he's waving you off in front. He's pitting this time.
Still have more drivers coming onto pit road right now. We're gonna stay out one more lap here. Kansas Speedway, and we will pit this time by for these sets of green flag pit stops. Currently 1 lap on the field. And again, we have to pit yet. Trying to just stay out this set of tires as long as we possibly can. Kevin Harvick has now climbed back up into the 2nd position once again. And down onto pit road we go. We easily drop it to 43 miles an hour. Onto pit road speed. 4 fresh tires here coming up with this pit stop. Full tank of fuel. So no adjustments are going to have to be made here. We'll see. Hopefully we didn't lose any time on pit stop. We were in 2nd place at the time of the green flag stops. We stayed out about 5 laps longer than the leaders. Harvick is going to regain the race lead. Again, we'll see if we lose any spots. That's going to be the big part here. So far we have evened out. So now we're going to have about 5 lap fresher tires than everybody else. Just over 5 seconds back. So trying to get back up to speed here. We are in 2nd, so we lost time. We were 3.7 seconds behind Harvick at the time of the pits, and we are 5.8 seconds back. We are still in 2nd, but we did lose just over 2 seconds of time. We're having a hard time trying to get around William Byron there through turns 1 and 2. We move to the top side though. Seemingly our favorite line, so especially on this racetrack at Kansas Speedway. 3 wide now through the tri-oval, very tight to get around both William Byron and Daniel Hemrick, but it's going to work out. Now we're over 6 seconds behind the race leader, Kevin Harvick, once again. Harvick has led a lot of laps consecutively here as we've gone through an entire fuel run. So we went green with 31 laps, on lap 31, and currently we're going to be on lap 92. Still on this same green flag stretch. You can run about 60 laps on a full tank of fuel here at Kansas. It's a blistering fast race pace so far. Again, only 1 caution in this one. And we're over a third of the way home. Harvick must be stuck behind lap traffic right now because the lead is down under 5.5 seconds. We have a second gap here on the driver behind us of Kurt Busch. We're going to keep running the top side of the track, trying to chip it away. Pulling away slowly but surely here on Kurt Busch as we have about a 2-second advantage over him now, but still roughly 5 to 5.5 seconds behind Harvick. So he is definitely going to be tough to beat in this one. Harvick going to be the driver to beat in this race, seemingly. We're going to be the second driver that we're going to have to beat, or that's going to be beaten by the field, rather. Closing in on lap number 100 in the race. We are a few laps away from doing so here at the Kansas Speedway. The majority of these drivers have been running around the top, middle of the top of the racetrack. Majority of the field seems to be running the top side of the track. And we are climbing back into this lead finally, just under 4 seconds back of Kevin Harvick now. Oh, Suarez is going to cost us a little bit of time here. He went down to try and pass Eric Almirola at the same time I was going to try to pass Suarez. Where Harvick is also stuck in traffic. We're now under 3.5 seconds off the lead. You can see Harvick up there struggling with those lap cars just in front of us. A really big moment there. Huge move to the inside. Trying to get around both of them there. We did cleanly. Under 69 laps to go. He's currently 3 seconds back of the lead. Harvick's moved his line back to the top of the track here to try and get around the rest of the lap cars that are in front of him for the next couple laps at least. Harvick has been running the top the majority of this race though, and I just think that's just the fact as well. Man, they got tight there for a second. I thought Chase Elliott was going to come down and block us, and now we're into the wall. And that will bring out the yellows. We just got hooked by Chase Elliott. Didn't give us a lot of room. We got really tight. And I shook the wheel just enough that we ended up coming right back up the track. Heavy damage now to this 95 car. We're going to have to repair it on pit road. which we will be able to do, but the problem... Man. Such a tough break, so we're going to lose some spots on pit road because of it. Now we'll have to drive through the field again. Restarts have been crazy. That was only the second caution of the race. It was the first caution since lap 27. Green flag back in the air now here at Kansas. 164 to go. We're currently on lap 104.
Careful, still there.
And a very, very good restart here. Taking us 3 wide to the bottom. Trying to quickly get back into the second position. And at least we're closer to Kevin Harvick now, but how will he pull away here as everybody's on the same fresh tires? Big move now to try and slide up in front of Brad Keselowski. It's going to work to do that, but now Kyle Larson on the inside of the track. Larson's going to get up to third, and Kurt Busch as we get up to speed, challenging now for the race lead to the inside of Harvick going into turns 1 and 2. And Kyle Larson getting a huge source of speed here on the restart. He's to the back bumper of both the 1 and the 4. Side by side now. Kurt Busch to the lead. Larson in right behind him. And now Larson looks to the bottom of the track for the lead as well. This is our chance to pounce here as we catch up to the back of the 14. Of Clint Boyers. We get a little loose into turn 1. That's going to cost us a little bit of time. Harvick trying to challenge and get back to the lead again. It's our chance to finally nab the lead for the first time in a long time, as that isn't trying to cycle through pit stops. We're in the middle. Green flag pit stops. And Harvick's going to beat Larson to the line, and now Kevin Harvick back in the lead, but they're still side by side up there. With Larson on the top side of the track, his favorite part of the track. We'll see if Harvick will be able to clear him or not. Off of turn 2, he will. So Kevin Harvick back to the race lead. For sure this time. He goes back to the bottom again, as Larson again on the top, of course. And that is leaving the bottom open now for Kurt Busch. In the 1 car, as the 2 Chip Ganassi Racing drivers are side by side for second now going into turn 1. So the good racing up there is allowing us to catch up, but we'll see if Kevin Harvick can now pull away. And Kurt Busch is up to second as he was just past Larson right back. So a heck of a restart for Kurt Busch and Kyle Larson. They were both able to lead a lap on Harvick before he took the race lead a few laps into the restart, and now another Stewart-Haas driver there of Clint Boyer as well. Currently in 4th, right behind the 42 of Larson for 3rd. Harvick slowly pulling away. We try to reel these leaders back in. So tough to get around these guys here on the short runs. Easy to catch them with the draft off the restarts on the short runs with this 2019 rules package, but
Say hi.
we'll see here. To the outside of the 14 car of Clint Boyer running right up against the wall now, in a big run off of turn 4. Huge side draft now, quickly trying to get away from the 14 car before he can maybe side draft off of us going into turns 1 and 2. We're a little loose again, but we're staying in the gas. Trying to keep it working. We're still side by side. Larson now back to the inside of Kurt Busch. Looking for second. He's going to fall in line now pretty much right behind him. As we get the run on the top side, running a little higher than Kyle Larson. Slight contact through the tri-oval now. And we're both racing, all 3 of us now, for the second position. Of course, Kurt Busch is there, kind of blocking our line a little bit. Larson down to the inside. 3 wide now for second, and the caution will fly. For the third time this afternoon, we will get a yellow. So pretty good battle going on right now. This course of the race, we are closing into the halfway mark in this 400-mile event. Once again, the final race of the round of 12 in the playoffs. A lot of drivers coming onto pit road here, and we will be one of them. I'm going to try to take advantage as the top 5 drivers will stay out of the pits. We actually lost a few spots on pit road once again there, and it might have been some of the damage we might have had from the restart. But nevertheless, here we go. Green flag once again. Back in the air. We'll restart in the 9th position, and the top 5 will be on older tires. Quickly taking it 3 wide down to the bottom of the track into turn 1 here, trying to squeeze on by. Forcing our way in there, but doing it cleanly to the inside of the 18 now, Kyle Busch. Harvick had a lot better of a restart that time through, and now 3 wide to the bottom. And a big run now on the 1 car of Kurt Busch. Truex now to the bottom, 3 wide, stuck in the middle, a little loose, trying to hold on to it. Slight contact now with the 1 of Kurt Busch. No room for error. This little push from behind. Eric Jones going to help us get on by. And now Clint Boyer looking to the inside of Harvick for the lead. He's going to have to back off, though, into turn 1. Martin Truex Jr. might be trying to go up the middle, but we're going to kind of take his run away. Now down to the bottom of the track. 3 wide for second, right behind Harvick. Truex on pressure tires. Slight contact now with Clint Boyer rather. And Alex Bowman out of nowhere is in the mix. 3 wide for the lead, just up ahead. Harvick is sandwiched in on older tires, and now still side by side, it's Truex and Bowman, who not only sandwiched the race leader, but they split him to get on by. Truex still can't clear Bowman in the 88. And this dirty air, again, just not helping us in this event. Currently in the 4th spot here, just behind the 3 of the 3rd place driver of Harvick. In the 4 car, we're going to go back to the inside again. Bowman still trying to work on Martin Truex Jr. as we move up into the 3rd spot past Kevin Harvick. Harvick, again, he's the fastest driver in the field today, but he's on older tires right now, so this is the time for us to maybe pull away in this one. So move back to the top side of the racetrack once again. Bowman has not gone away from the back bumper of the 19 of Truex. He is right there. This could make for a pretty good 3-car battle for the lead here in the coming laps. Truex holding on to the lead. Bowman doing everything he can right now. Closed in mightily to the back bumper there. Bowman running a little bit higher of a line than Truex this corner. We ran a higher line than both of them, now to the inside of Bowman for second. Truex leads the lap again. Now we're trying to make a big, bold maneuver here into 1. Trying to slide up past Truex. We had to get out of the gas or we were going to end up in him. Trying to get both spots back immediately that time. It just didn't happen. Now to the outside in turns 3 and 4.
Careful. Still there.
Going to give us a straightaway speed once again. We etch Bowman at the line. But we have not cleared him. We're still in second. Now to the outside in turns 1 and 2, trying to work on Martin Truex Jr. now for the race lead. And again, Truex with the clean air. Out in front. Bowman closing in now. 3 wide. De Benedetto up the middle. Slight contact now with Bowman, and we wash up the track. Had to get out of the gas. Bowman with a little tap, a run, and Alex Bowman to the lead here at Kansas. What a race. Still trying to slide to the inside as we cannot even clear the second place driver of Truex. He is still there. Bowman all the way against the top now. Side by side for the lead through 3 and 4. Trying to stay right on his corner panel now. He's going to have the straightaway speed coming back to the line. But we are barely going to lead the lap into Benedetto now back in the lead. And now there's more contact with the leader, Bowman. That's going to cost both of us huge time. And Truex is closed into the back bumper once again. And here comes Martin Truex Jr. We block him down on the bottom of the racetrack. We again try to move up on Alex Bowman. Getting tight once again. Bowman leads the lap. Lead change at the line that time into 1 and 2. Still trying to clear Bowman for the lead. And now finally we will clear Alex Bowman to the race lead, but will we drive away? Or will the pack all stay clumped together? Pretty remarkable race here so far in the first half of this one. A little less than 20 minutes away now from the time of 6:50 Eastern Time, as that will be the stopping point here in part 1 of this race on this live stream. We will finish it up either later tonight or tomorrow night after I get off work. We are now pulling away once we got the clean air on Alex Bowman, but he is still racing with Truex for second as well, and now Eric Jones might be able to join the fray here in a little bit as he is up to 4th. Keselowski up to 5th. They're both closing in on Bowman and Truex. The 3 of us might have wasted our tires though in that heated battle for the lead. Might be able to get to 100 laps to go in this race before we tune on out of here. But how about this one? It's currently once again Matt DiBenedetto in the lead. We're going to try to short pit for the second time here this afternoon here in the coming laps. We'll run at least a few more yet. Almost starting to sweat now. That's what the steering wheel will do to me sometimes. High pressure situations, intense situations. Trying to give it the real life feel here. Getting a workout in. It's been a high pressure situation kind of race. These short little stints, these short bursts of energy. We're going to pit this time by. As it will be before we catch the lap traffic, because we would catch the lap traffic next lap, so it would be, in my opinion, while we have the clean air, a good time to short pit. As we have widened out now to a 5-second lead. Will we get onto pit road here?
Watch your speed, please.
And we easily will. 45 miles an hour, which is the pit road speed limit. So 4 fresh tires, full tank of, well, going to fill the tank full by taking a half tank of fuel, 1 can. We have about 15 minutes left. Our portion of the race here. Had 3 cautions in the first half of the race. The cross flags will be in the air to signify that we are halfway done when we come back to the start-finish line this next time. So we're likely going to fall a lap down once again here today. This will be the second time we will have fallen a lap down, but again, like the first time, we're going to hopefully at least get our lap back with these 4 fresh tires compared to the rest of the field. We should be blistering fast and should easily and hopefully be able to do that. So we've led on 4 different occasions in this one, but we haven't led more than 10 laps in a row at a time. In fact, we haven't led more than 8 laps in a row at a time the 4 different times we have led in this race. Cross flags in the air now. We are halfway home here at Kansas Speedway.
Still there? You got room. You're clear there. Clear low there.
Kevin Harvick on older tires. You can see how fast he is, because even on older tires, he is still currently in the 5th spot on the racetrack. Simply amazing the day he has had so far. We close in on the race leader, Martin Truex Jr., who has been stuck in lap traffic here. And once again, we have a lot fresher tires than him as well. We're currently the first driver 1 lap down in the 13th spot. So if caution comes out, we will at least get our lap back with the free pass position.
All right, you're clear.
130 laps to go.
You're all clear on the bottom there.
A lot of huge scattered traffic just in front of us. It includes the race leaders. Each of the top 4 drivers all within a second of each other now. They have all caught Bowman and Truex, but especially Truex, because Martin Truex Jr. almost started to single himself out here from the field. But here we are. The outside of Brad and now to the inside of Bowman as we go right up the middle here. 3 wide into turn 3. To blast on by him. And now the race leader, Martin Truex Jr., is going to be the next driver we will pass, and we are back on the lead lap once again. So at least we get back onto the lead lap with short pitting once again here today. And how will this work in comparison to the rest of the field as we try to run everybody back down? Currently 13 drivers on the lead lap now in this race. And we got a driver blowing up on the inside of the track. It's the 38 of David Reagan, who is currently in the 30th spot, multiple laps down. But he's going to get off the racetrack onto pit road so we stay green. And once again, we've only had 3 cautions so far today. And it's going to remain that way.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear.
still 15.5 seconds behind Suarez in 12th, despite the fact we're the last driver on the lead lap. Alex Bowman just took the lead and led that last lap for Martin Truex Jr. Truex has just struggled to get through the lap traffic here on this run during the course of this race. We're down under 10 minutes now away from finishing the first part of this two-part live stream. By the board now with the in-car cam, the onboard cam in this one once again. David Reagan just came back off of pit road now, back onto the racetrack. He is now even more laps down. Luckily he was able to get back out here, keep his day going. Of course, he retired at the end of last season after 13 years in the Cup Series. 13 or 14 years. I think it was 13. 2 career wins. One at Daytona, one at Talladega. Reagan is now falling back to the 37th spot in this one. That got very tight there with the lap traffic. Had to go 3 wide through the trial. We'll had the left side tires on the apron there as we kind of got a little loose because only the left side tires were down there, not the full car. That was a very scary situation. We made it through unscathed. Doesn't look like we're going to quite make it to 100 laps to go in this one. By the time we end the stream here in about 7 or 8 minutes, gonna end it right at 6:50 Eastern Standard Time. Aaron Jones using the race lead now. He led the last lap. Now he's going to make it 2 consecutive laps in which he has led here at Kansas. The first time Aaron Jones has led in this race today. Is we're at that point in the race where we really starting to get through a lot of different leaders in this one. Nowhere near as many as we had in the race last night at Talladega when we had 35 different leaders in the race in a 40-car field. That was just simply amazing. The 3 drivers DNF that didn't lead a lap out of the 6 total drivers that DNF'd in the race. And unfortunately finished 2 laps down. We got to see the battle for the finish there just in front of us when we finished the race in overtime. 1 lap further than the scheduled distance was supposed to go. Suarez now just in front of us. Very tight 3 wide through the trioval once again, but we are going to get on by. Boy, oh boy, that just gets so tight. again, though, here in this race, we're already locked into the round of 8 after a win at Dover. Finished 2 laps down, I believe, in 22nd or 23rd at Talladega. So a rough finish there as well. We're locked in with that win at Dover, so it doesn't matter where we finish in this race. And now slight contact with the back bumper. The Delta Zero car for Starcom Racing was Landon Castle. Go through a lot of heavy lap traffic now. Go 3 wide through the trioval again, very tight. Hopefully that damage isn't going to slow us down too much here. Under 10 seconds behind the race leader of Aaron Jones, as we are now in the 10th spot as we just passed Paul Menard. We're back into the top 10. And many more laps here of this live stream. Once again at 6:50. We will stop the live stream here, Eastern Standard Time. At the Royal Rumble pay-per-view to watch. Some company coming over to the house for it. My friends.
Hold your line, say hi. You're clear all around there.
So we might continue it again tonight, but I do have to wake up for work at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I'm likely not going to do that. Likely just have to wait till I get off tomorrow night, tomorrow evening.
Alright, clear outside.
To kick off the second half of this live stream here, and we're already over 20 laps past the halfway point in this one, in this 400-mile race, so we'll likely only have roughly 150 miles left of the race, but just over 100 laps will be remaining. It's been a fun race so far. I don't want to stop it. I'm going to have to. I usually don't even like to pause it at all either, so trust me, it hurts me just as much as it might hurt you for me to stop it right in the middle.
Clear all around.
About 4 or 5 more laps here. We might be able to even get back into the race lead on Eric Jones. I don't think we will. We got a lot of lap traffic and a lot of lead lap cars just ahead of us to pass before we get there, but we'll just have to see.
Outside. Alright, you're clear.
Some of the leaders are about to come down onto pit road now. Once again, after short pitting, no. Almost gotten into the back of lap car there, Ryan Truex. Kevin Harvick has just hit pit road. We're up to third. Oh, went to the bottom there on Blaney. I was thinking Blaney was going to run the top, otherwise I would have went up there. as well.
Stay low, stay low. You got room, you're clear.
Currently 650, we'll get to the back straightaway here, and that will be the finish of this live stream as we're currently in second, closing in on the race leader, Eric Jones. We will pick this back up sometime soon. That is going to be it here for this half of the live stream, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.